Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Burt's here, playing through some F1 Manager 2023, going through the 2024 in-game season playthrough right now. Got round 19 at Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas coming up next. One of my all-time favorite tracks. We are still in debt, unfortunately, but we're getting close to getting out of debt. But of course, we have failed inspections. And we're going to need more parts, of course. I mean, why wouldn't we? But we don't have a lot of money remaining. So we might have to revert back to some of our original parts. Unfortunately, yes, we are in debt. We know that. Yeah, but if we go over the cost cap, we're going to receive a fine as well as lose confidence from the board. Let's click on finances, actually. Cost cap. Yeah, we only have 1.1 remaining. Yikes. Yikes. So we're going to have to just literally limp whatever we have to the end of the season because we cannot afford to get anything else at this point. We are in a very terrible spot. But we're gonna keep going, keep trying to do what we can do. I mean, we can only do so much, unfortunately. Okay, so we got another payout. So that's good. We're okay right now. The board has low confidence. Yes, we know. Let's see how the drivers are developing. So Theo's getting better, as well as Richard, which is good. Like, neither of these guys are actually too terrible. So hopefully they can start dialing in their comfortability within the car and can stop wrecking and crashing and causing us lots of financial strain. Looks like Ferrari is upgrading their HQ, something that we are currently doing as well. And we still got 55 days remaining on it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yep. And then let's see what's up with Red Bull. Yep, of course. They're doing great. Of course, of course. So we've got some money. We have to change our pit crew schedule now. Total. So attributes. Here we go. So obviously they're going to be way exhausted. So let's just go to custom and straight rest the entire time. We're going to lose out on attributes, but I think we've kind of built some up. We're getting close to being maxed out anyway. So let's just go straight rest. We can, so it brings their fatigue level to well rested. I suppose we can add in maybe a few training days. Pit stop drill, pit stop drill. But I think we're going to have to add quite a few to actually make any impact. Still well rested, alright. Still doing okay. Going up a little bit. Increasing our fatigue a little bit, but let's keep. I'm going to add in one more gym day, I think, and I think that's going to do it. Maybe one more gym day. Yeah, they're going to be tired. Yep, so just a gym in the morning, and that's going to be it. We're not going to lose as many attributes now, and the pit crew is going to be well rested. So let's go ahead and confirm that. Back out. Let's go back to calendar, skip ahead again, and let's check our inbox one more time. Oh, oh no. We've officially been fined for breaking the cost cap. Is that because we got that payout? Very interesting. So the fine is the amount that we got exceeded the cost cap by. Interesting. So we have nothing left. So I wonder if each time we're gonna get a payout, if that is going to... Ooh, I wonder if each time we get a payout, if that's gonna give us a large fine. Well, let's keep on cruising, see what happens. Low stock, low stock. Yep, that's alright, because we can't really afford to... We can't buy anymore, unfortunately. We can't manufacture any more parts at this point in the season, I don't believe. And yes, we know some contracts are expiring. That is alright. We got some wind tunnel data concerns. Concerned about some irregularities in the wind tunnel. Okay. So pause all current design projects. And I think we just have research, so I don't think that's really going to affect us. Let's go ahead and improve the investigation. We've got some time to kill, I think. Our chassis research has been complete for next season. Minimal boosts, but boosts nonetheless. Go ahead and jump back ahead here and try to jump into the US GP Grand Prix weekend. And it looks like our rear wing for next season has been completed. So that's excellent news. We're about to find out how big of a boost it gave us. Nice, almost 10%. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So quite large gains here. We're gonna need to keep doing that, but I think unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna be able to, because we can't spend any more money due to the cost cap. They want one of us to get at least 12th. I doubt that. Let's try to get at least one to Q2 though. And I believe that's gonna do it. Let's go ahead and jump into the United States Grand Prix. COTA, Circuit of the Americas. Excellent track. Has elements from wonderful racetracks all across the world, all compiled into one circuit. Purpose built. Super sick to see the F1 cars cruise around this track. I do want to get down to this race at some point in the future. Not sure if this year I'll be able to make it, but I will make it one year. Should be a great race to attend. Not terribly expensive, great atmosphere, good barbecue, of course. But let's go ahead and jump into these sessions. Looks like a sprint weekend coming up. I'm gonna have some light rain during the sprint race potentially as well. Go ahead and knock out these practice sessions and quali sessions off camera, and I'll bring you back when we jump into the sprint race. Welcome back. Got all the practice and qualifying sessions done. Couldn't quite get them to 100%, obviously. It's always very, very tricky. Got Richard set up, though, to 91%. Pretty decent. Got Theo set up to 75%. Not too shabby as well. Let's go ahead and double check. Yep, so we've got all of the best units on that we can. And I think that's going to do it. And I'm pretty sure, yep, let's go back actually and double check. Yep, so it shows here we got light rain for the sprint race, and it's only at 1.2 mil. So intermediate is the tire that we need to be on. Let's go ahead and add some more fuel, get the pace mode turned up, see if we can make some places up right off the bat here. Oh yeah, and qualifying, it did not go so well. We qualified P17 and P20 for the sprint race, unfortunately. But let's see if we can make anything up here. Let's see what happens. I believe the Grand Prix itself is going to be a dry race, but this one's going to be wet and tricky. So hopefully we can keep it clean, make it through in one piece. maybe make up a couple of positions, that would be great. But here we go, 5 red lights, and they're out. Let's go. Switch over to ERS Battle Assist.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
And let's jump on board here with Theo. See if we can do the high overtake aggression.
Yep, go for it.
See if that will help us out any.
Copy.
Everyone's keeping it clean. Theo's not really making a move. Maybe a bit far back. And the track dampness is going down a little bit. See if we can tab over here. Track details. Yeah, so it's going to be damp the whole time here. I think staying on the inter is going to be the way to go. Yeah, it looks like everybody's on the inter. We are starting to bring the temperature up, so let's drop the tire pace down just a little bit here. And Theo's dropping back. Go back to standard here, I suppose, with the tires.
Copy.
Slow down now.
Copy.
Go ahead and bring the battery back down as well, I think. And I think we'll just kind of jump out here and speed things up a little bit and see how this plays out. And Richard is dropping back from the two separating us from Theo. I mean, if we can... Oh, and doesn't look like it. I was gonna say, if we can hold that position, it might be okay for the race, but looks like Oscar is on a hard charge. The McLaren definitely a much faster car than ours. And we got Yuki in the Alpha right behind us. Yeah, we are just not having a good end of season run here. We just need to power through it
how the track
and get to the end. So the track's changed to dry, but it's gonna go right back up to damp and potentially dry one more time, but back up to damp.
DRS is enabled.
So now DRS is enabled, but we are too far back to benefit from that at all. And with DRS, Yuki is able to get around us, unfortunately. Now we have DRS to try to come back at him. But I think that's going to be a long shot, unfortunately. But if we can maybe follow Yuki with DRS back up to the cars in front, that would be a little bit better. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And it looks like Richard is having a good run. And we're now back to damp conditions. So DRS disabled now. And this is where we're going to end up. 19th and 20th. Seems to be the pattern in recent races. This is just demoralizing almost. Definitely not good. The board's not going to be happy with us. They might kick us out. They might kick us out of from behind the ship's helm. They might get rid of us. That's all right, because you know we've been talking to a few other people in the industry that might be bringing an 11th team to the grid when the new game drops. So we might be in a position to start our own Grand Prix team from scratch with the help of some friends we've been talking to. But we'll see. We got to try to get through this season. You know, we're not fired yet. So we'll keep going until we can't anymore. And we're getting really close to that point, unfortunately. Yeah, the boys aren't doing too hot. Car's not doing too well. Well, Richard hasn't moved at all, and Theo dropped down 2 places. Got a few laps to go here. Let's go ahead and speed this up to 16. I don't think anything is going to happen here, unfortunately. We're just getting further and further behind. Yep, further and further behind. It's alright, let's just get this over with. Hurry up. Yeah, not good. Yeah. That's about how I feel, my friend. That's about how I feel. But we'll go ahead and jump into the Grand Prix. Let's go ahead and skip this. Actually, I do want to check and see. Yeah, so just partly cloudy, so it should be okay during the race. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it. I think we're gonna have to stop trying to get any additional targets for this season, because it's just not going well. Not going well. And the ERS is degrading rather quickly. Let's go ahead and choose a strategy. Got the medium, hard. Or the medium, hard, medium. I think this might be good to be on a faster tire towards the end. And this isn't really, can't really do a one stop here. But can we do, let's edit this actually. We have quite a few softs. Can we do a soft, hard? Or a soft, actually what about a medium, soft, hard? Or a medium, soft, medium? That might be pretty okay. Well, let's give that a shot and just leave it as is. And actually, I'm not going to make any fuel or pace changes. And actually, let's see. Let's look at Richard's back out here. Quite a few softs. Let's see. Should we do medium, soft here? Let's try this out. I think that is gonna be, let's try that one. I think that might be a nice little strat with both the boys. I'm not gonna actually increase their fuel or pace mode unless, because I mean we're at the back of the pack, so we just kind of need to get through this race as safe as possible. Oh yay. Not doing well. Sponsors are starting to get mad. The board's getting close to being really fed up with us. But we'll do what we can. And here we go, lights out, and away we go. Go ahead and turn the ERS battle assist on and just leave that alone. Let's see. So most everyone's on the mediums, a few soft runners here. And we're just gonna stay in standard mode. No extra frills, no nothing, because I don't think we got a fighting chance, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to take what we can get here. And we're already almost a full second down and losing out even harder. We're gonna have DRS open up here next lap. It's gonna help out Richard, but obviously Theo is way too far behind. I think I'm gonna have Theo maybe not fight his teammate. Okay, so Richard just gets by. There we go. And yeah, Richard I think is gonna be the faster car this weekend. Oh, multiple car crash. What happened here? What happened here? Looks like Charlie Boy and George squeezing into each other, not wanting to give each other space, causing a little traffic jam. Ferrari not stoked about that one. Got some debris on the track, that's alright. I don't think it's going to affect us really at all, so let's go ahead and speed this back up. And this is going to be our positions here. I think this is going to be our final stuff for the whole rest of the season, I can guarantee it. Just P19, P20. Just hanging out in the back, having our own race. Not doing anything. Let's not fight our teammate here with Theo. See if Richard can gain any ground. And it doesn't look like it. Does not look like we're gonna be able to make too much up. Oh, we'll just hang out here. Slow and steady. Just keep it in one piece. We got Carlos pitting in front of us. We're quickly going to drop away from him. Got Albon in the pits. That's going to give us a position, but not for long. The Williams is on fire this season. Yuki had a lockup there. Let's check it out. See what happened to the friend. Coming down into turn one. Well, I'm sorry, last turn, going down the start finish straight. Yeah, locking it up, running wide. And Alex is right behind us now. And quite a few pit stops happening. But we've gained a few places. So we're just gonna, keep cruising. We're gonna hang on. We're gonna hang out here as long as we can. And whatever happens, happens. We're holding the cars up behind us, which is actually pretty good. That's gonna mess their stints up for sure. Everyone coming in hot. Theo trying to make a move back on Russell. Trying to keep the place from Ricardo, but not able to hang on to it. But Richard keeping everyone at bay. Just for now. It's not going to last long. We are on some very worn tires, and these boys are on some freshies. But we're gonna keep hanging it out. Uh-oh. Yellow flag. What happened? George. Oh no, George. What happened? Try to kamikaze my boy Richard. Richard squeezing him out. There you go. I don't hate it, you know. Letting them know you can't just have it, George. You gotta earn that one. Minor front wing damage. I think we're gonna be all right. I mean, it's probably definitely gonna mess up Richard's race now, but I don't want to bring him in for a new one. And of course, we get a penalty for that one. We get the penalty. Sad days. Sad days indeed. So we're starting to drop back down. Yeah, Richard's got the penalty, unfortunately. I think we are going to have to probably change his front wing. And I think it should prompt us here in the next lap. K-Mag having a pit stop issue. What happened down at AlphaTauri? Coming in. Looks okay. Yeah, see, I don't know exactly what happens during this moment. And why there was such a large delay. Because it has happened to us a few times. Alright, let's go ahead and bring Richard into pit. We have one front wing left. Ooh. And we have a 5-second penalty. So, I mean, it's not gonna matter, I don't think, honestly. So, I suppose let's go ahead and put the new wing on.
Let's box then.
Go for your box.
We got one more lap with Theo here.
How's your tire holding up?
Tires are wearing down. And let's go ahead and bring my boy Theo into pit. Going for the soft this round.
Can push even more. Box now.
Copy, box.
Because
Catch
aggressive
these
here.
guys.
And Richard back out in 20th. This is where we're going to finish with Richard unless something insane happens in front of us. Which I doubt. But you never know. You never know. Speed this up one more time here. And Theo has quite the gap on Richard now. And one of my favorite tracks and one of Haas's home Grand Prix. And we are not having a good showing. Fans, sponsors, and the board alike aren't going to be impressed. Hopefully all the research we've been doing for the past few episodes and the whole, since the research opened up, pretty much we've been researching non-stop, it seems like. So hopefully that helps us out significantly for the car for next season. Cause we gotta change something. Gotta change something. And that might be just changing teams. Starting a brand new team from scratch and seeing where that gets us. We gotta hang on to this season for now. Well, I guess hang on to what we can hang on to with what's left of this season. And the pieces that we can hang on to. Aston Martin having a pit stop issue with Stroll. Let's check this one out. Looks like the right rear, oh, left front actually. Can't get it off. Hit it again with the gun. Oh, it wasn't the gun, he said. He said the nut is loose. That one's on you, homie. Get it off. Go ahead and bring the fuel back down. And not a exciting race. Red Bull having a pit stop issue. Everyone seemed to be having issues with the pit stops today. Looks like another left front. This time the nut doesn't want to come off. Yep. Oh, there you go. Nice work. Yeah, quite a few teams having some issues out there today. Including ourselves. And Georgia boy gets by. That was always gonna happen. About 20 laps remaining now. And it's been pretty quiet. There hasn't been too much action as far as accidents.
How is the tire day?
Yeah,
How's the
tires
tire?
are wearing out. Oh, it didn't prompt us. Lost track of it there. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, we need to pit with the boy. Where's he at?
Vote push.
Theo. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring him in. Since we are our lap past already. Oops, cancel that. Medium tire going on.
Box now.
Go ahead and jump on board with Theo here. Push on the fuel.
If you don't need
See if we can
always
have
do
a
coast.
little bit faster of an end lap here. Getting close, probably bring him back down on the tire just before coming to the pits. Actually, I'll leave it out. I'll leave him on the attack mode. Try to bring that new tire up to temperature a little bit quicker. I don't think it's really gonna help us out, but you know, we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
.7. Better than previous stops, so we'll take it. We'll take it. 33.5-second time in pit. Yikes. Pretty decent out lap so far. And once we get these tires, we're getting close. I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring them down to standard.
Just hold back a little bit.
Bring the fuel back down. Yeah, let's go ahead and push this in. We need to pit with Richard here in a few laps time. Go ahead and start pushing aggressive here. Carlos Sainz running wide, turn 4. Not going to be any benefit to us though. And a minor mistake nonetheless. And we got the front runners coming up behind us finally, so we are going to get lapped here quite soon. And it's time to pit with Richard. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Dale's about to get lapped. Richard's going to be lapped as soon as he comes in. Up to 3rd position. So Theo gonna have to concede here soon. And there we go. Alright, not too bad. Go back to standard here with Richard. Lando putting in the fastest lap from P6. Let's see. Strolls on the hard. Okay. We got 10 to go. 10 to go. Ooh, this is a sad day, sad weekend in Austin, Texas, to say the least. Ay, ay, ay. We gotta pick up the pieces and carry them as lightly as we can to the end of the season. We are running out of car parts. We are exceeded the cost cap already. We have money, but we've exceeded the cost cap already because we purchased so many replacement parts. We purchased way too much than we actually should have. So I don't think we can spend any more money on car parts unless we're absolutely forced to. We're going to need to put our remaining money into possible research and more facilities being upgraded. I don't know if that will have a effect on us in the cost cap itself, but we're gonna have to do something because what we got ain't working. It ain't working. And let's go ahead and just push attack here the last few laps. I don't think it's really a huge issue. Max is about to start the last lap. Max just started the last lap, so we are both going to finish behind him. We're not going to get another lap. Let's go ahead and push this here. Push the battery, push the tire. Got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Max Verstappen, race winner. And Theo finishing up behind Alonso, who's going to finish P2. And Norris says, I am on the fastest lap for a reason because I'm coming for that last podium position. Nice work from the top teams.
You did the best you could, mate.
Yeah, best.
Mode slow, please.
The best we could do, indeed, unfortunately. Ooh, man, that was tough. That was a rough one. I think I have a feeling that this is gonna be what's gonna happen each weekend. And the next videos, the remaining videos for the races we have, I may or may not just time lapse them completely all the way through, just so we can power through this season. I think we've got 4 races remaining now after COTA, or maybe still the 5. I forget exactly, but I'll take a look at it. We may just time-lapse the rest of these races in the season to get through the season and, you know, just get through it as quickly as we can. I can definitely maybe narrate or talk through a couple of them depending on what happens, but we shall see. But until then, that's going to do it. Thanks for hanging in there with me, everyone. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.